Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Karen. Today, in this video, we're talking about tones. I'm sure you guys know that Mandarin is a tone-based language, so tones are super important in Mandarin. But tones can also be really tricky sometimes, so that's why we're making this video today to help you guys level up your pronunciation. And don't worry, because we will practice together. There are 4 tones in Mandarin and 1 neutral tone. Let's take a further look at the tones by using this picture. When measuring how the 4 tones are pronounced, your normal speaking voice range is divided into 5 levels, from the lowest to the highest. So the first tone is the flat tone. As you can see here, it is the red line on the very top of the picture. Why is it called the flat tone? Because there's no fluctuations when pronouncing this one. There's no up and downs, there's no How you can really understand this tone is like when your dentist is checking your teeth and he or she might ask you to open your mouth up and say ah, and this ah is exactly how the first tone is pronounced. It is high and flat. For example, the sky. 天空 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 You see, there's no fluctuations when pronouncing the first tone. The second tone is the rising tone, as you can see at the green line in the picture. So it is rising from the middle of your voice range to the highest. How you can understand this tone is like when you have a question in your head and you want to ask like, "Huh? Huh? What? And this is exactly how the second tone is pronounced. Your tone is rising up. For example, what in Chinese, it's 什么 什么 什么. So it's second tone plus the neutral tone. What? 什么 What? 什么 The third tone is the falling rising tone, as you can see in the picture. However, I want you to guys completely forget about this line, okay? That's because when we're pronouncing the third tone in reality, most of the time we really just pronounce the falling part. When you're pronouncing the falling part, your voice is literally going lower until the point it cannot go any lower. What do I mean by that? Think about this. In English, when you want to say that you are listening to somebody's talking to you, right? You would say like, and this is actually the third tone plus the second tone. So the part is the third tone, it is falling, and then this is the second tone, it's rising up. So the third tone plus the second tone. This is how you guys can use it to really master these tones. When the third tone is followed by something else, we usually just pronounce the falling part. For example, to wake up, 起床 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 You see, just the falling part is pronounced. But what about the third tone is pronounced alone and there is room for that bouncing back kind of action? Well, the bounce is really small and it happens naturally. For example, when you want to say dog in Chinese, 狗 狗 狗 You see, when you're pronouncing it, you're actually just pronouncing the falling part and the bouncing part is really small and follows it. That's because when you lower your voice to the point it cannot go any lower, the bounce happens just automatically because your voice has to go back to the normal range at some point. So you don't have to spend too much effort in pronouncing that bouncing back action too precisely. And this is how you can master the third tone. Coming to the fourth tone, the falling tone, as you can see in the picture. Another way to help you guys understand it is when you are just like showing that you understand something. You're like, oh, okay, or fine, or good. So your tone is literally falling down. For example, right in Chinese. 对 right 对 right. Okay, and the fifth tone is the neutral tone. Actually means no tone at all. It usually follows by a word that has one of the 4 basic tones as we talked about. It's like a little tail behind it with no stress on it. For example, pretty in Chinese. 漂亮 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 So when you're pronouncing it, you're really stressing the first word that has one of the 4 basic tones. You're stressing piāo, and this liang with the neutral tone is just like a little tail that follows behind it. Let's have another example. Us or we in Chinese. 我们, 我们, 我们. You see, you're stressing the 我. Now we have gathered all the basics about the 5 tones. Time for practice. I prepared 20 words with every possible tone combination. So once you master these 20 words, you will be able to master tones. Let's have a look at them. 1-1. 开心, 开心, 开心. 1-2. 中文, 中文, 中文. 1-3. 多少, 多少, 多少. 1-4. 出去, 出去, 出去. 1-5. 妈妈, 妈妈, 妈妈. 2-1. 明天, 明天, 明天. 2-2. 同学, 同学, 同学. 2-3. 完美, 完美, 完美. 2-4. 留下, 留下, 留下. 2-5. 朋友, 朋友, 朋友. 3-1. 晚安, 晚安, 晚安. 3-2. 起床, 起床, 起床. 3-3. 可以, 可以, 可以. 3-4. 请进, 请进, 请进. 3-5. 好了, 好了, 好了. 4-1. 唱歌, 唱歌, 唱歌. 4-2. 地图, 地图, 地图. 4-3. 汉语, 汉语, 汉语. 4-4. 作业, 作业, 作业. 4-5. 谢谢, 谢谢, 谢谢. Okay, that's basically it about the tone video for today. I'd like to share some thoughts, also my personal experience with you guys. Some of my Chinese learning friends, they get so frustrated by this tone thing, and in the end, they give up. They don't care about tones anymore. But tones is an essential part of Mandarin. It is a part of this language. So once you really get them, you feel that you have accomplished something. Chinese people, when they grow up, this tone feature is literally carved in our brain that we use it every single day. We hear it from the moment we're born, and we use it from the moment we can speak. So it's so natural to us already. Some of you guys might not have this experience. When I was learning German, I have to practice so hard even though my tongue is getting all curled up in my mouth. But that is what is necessary in learning a new language. So I hope my video is helpful to you guys to better understand tones and really enjoy learning Chinese. What I want to say is just like, don't get frustrated, don't give up. Practice, 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 because practice makes perfect, right? If you have any requests or questions, please leave it in the comment down below and let me know. So that's it. See you guys next time. Bye!